famously.
See, this is Henry's version of being nice to me.
So let's just establish this once and for all. Can Amazon make money?
Well, yes, and in fact we have in the past, and you have to understand, there are many ways of thinking about this, but the reality is that Amazon is a collection of several businesses and initiatives. And we have some very significant, very profitable, more established businesses that are free cash flow generating very significantly. And then fortunately, the way I think about it, we have lots of opportunities to invest in new initiatives, and we take advantage of those opportunities. So it's kind of like we built this lemonade stand, 20 years ago. The lemonade stand has become very profitable over time. But we also decided to use our skills and the assets that we've acquired over time to open a hamburger stand and a hot dog stand and so on and so on. So we're investing in new initiatives.
And this is certainly what your investors who've been with you for a long time fervently believe. And you ask them, like, why doesn't it bother you the way it bothers some people that the company's not profitable and has infinite PE and all this stuff?
Warren Buffett has this great quote. He says, you can hold a rock concert, and that's okay. And you can hold a ballet, and that's okay. Just don't hold a rock concert and advertise it as a ballet. Investors come in all shapes and sizes. They have different investment horizons, different approaches, different beliefs about what the right kind of portfolio looks like. And so it's not one, people use Wall Street as a shorthand, but there isn't one type of investor. They come in all shapes and sizes. And you have to be super clear about what kind of company you're trying to build, what your approach is. We laid that out in our 1997 annual shareholder letter. We said we were going to take big bets. We said they were going to fail. We said some of them hopefully were going to work. We said we were going to invest for the long term, that we were going to try to take advantage of market opportunities as they arose. And there's a certain kind of investor who is aligned with that approach. And so, again, you can hold the ballet or the rock concert, and both can work. Just be clear about which one you are, and then people can self-select.
And so lots of CEOs, I'm sure, would like to learn from you, how is it that I can not be at all profitable and still have an incredibly high stock price by some measures? What is your advice? Is it spend many years explaining we're never going to earn a penny because we're going to be reinvesting it?
I would say, it's very difficult for a publicly traded company to switch. So if you've been holding a rock concert and then you want to have a ballet, that transition is going to be difficult. But if you've done it from the very beginning, and then I think it's not that difficult to do.
So I have been a shareholder for a long, long time, incredibly happy, wrote it up in the bubble, wrote it all the way down, hung out for those 7 lean years, and then suddenly it takes off like a rocket ship. Very much a believer in the long term, the investment cycle, the big bets, all that stuff. Even I, last quarter, had a little bit of a gulp when I saw the fact that you were not just breaking even anymore, but losing a boatload of money, and in fact, way more than you even said you were going to lose, which I thought was sandbagging. Oh, they just said they're going to lose, and they're going to come in with a profit, and the stock's going to soar. It was worse than you said. So when do you begin to say, oh, okay, that's it, we've got to rein it in a little bit?
Where's this part where you're extra nice to me because I'm an investor in the company? Is that coming? Because I want to stay around.
I'm asking as a shareholder.
Look, we would all love all of our numbers to be smooth lines up and to the right, and that would be terrific. But that's not how it works. Those numbers are output measures. And I guess you could try to manage your quarterly earnings very precisely, but I think personally that would be a mistake. Most of the work that we put into any particular quarter happened years ago. So it's not, there aren't that many knobs you can turn during a quarter. I mean, you can, but they're like eating your seed corn if you turn those knobs. You don't want to do that. And so people. I think if you focus on the controllable inputs to your business instead of the outputs, in the long term, you get better results.